Oh yes, you are welcome back to today broadcast. Today is 10th March 2026. This issue of giant of Africa, finally, it is now falling. The giant of Africa, the unshakable and the indivisible Nigeria. The way everything is now going is now coming to an end to see for you to see that Nigeria is now, in fact, the issue of Nigeria is being debated globally, and the issue of Biafra, how the Biafran people will be on their own, and how the Sharia people will be on their own. So, according to this U.S. advisor, Walid Phares, and he has now advised America what to do in this country for everything to work according to his plan, their plan. Because apart from this solution now, he now give to America, apart from this method, he proposed to America that if he leave this plan, other thing he'll be doing will be a failed something. So according to him, he said that US considering Biafra nation as the only solution to Nigerian crisis, Walid Phares. So this man, Walid Phares, he said that the only solution to Nigerian problem is to create Biafran nation. He said that is the only first solution he would demand that Trump need to do for Nigerian people, for the Igbo people, for the Biafran people. Inside this video, you are going to see everything, and you are going to watch him by himself, where he's talking and explaining everything the way it is. He's U.S. security advisor. Is a U.S. security advisor. He's close to Trump. So as for those who be claiming that Nigeria, they did not discuss about the vision of Nigeria, all those things, I would say when he came to Nigeria, when Redmond came to Nigeria, it's like he was bribed. That is what I'm seeing here. Because nobody that will come into this country that will not witness people agitating, saying that they don't want to stay together again. And how can somebody came into the country and he now went back to US and claimed that they did not discuss anything seriously about the vision of this country? Well, just don't go anywhere. Try to watch to the end for you to see by yourself. Because what we are giving you here, it is legit, and it is how it is coming. We are giving it out. So as about to watch, like, subscribe, and make sure you share it for others to see what is really happening around the world, because Nigeria is now being debating around the world how the giant of Africa will be, because this issue of buying of people everywhere, they want to end it, and Trump is trying all his best to make sure that he ends everything once and for all.
Recognizing Biafra is the first solution to end insecurity in Nigeria. These are the words of Dr. Walid Phares. He is an American scholar and a foreign policy analyst. Dr. Walid has said that there are so many ways to end insecurity in Nigeria. However, recognizing Biafra is the first step to take if you really want to end insecurity in Nigeria. This is what he is proposing to Trump. Now, we're going to read the news before I show you the video, where he also mentioned other steps that can be taken. But don't forget, I said that he said that the first step is what? To recognize the sovereign state of Biafra. Oh yes, please, I beg you to stay with me because this news is quite interesting. You can't miss, right? Now, according to the news, he posted it on his X handle. He said, U.S. security and foreign policy analyst Dr. Walid Phares has stated that any solution to Nigerians' ongoing insecurity and alleged Christian genocide that ignores the Biafran question will fail. Did you hear that? That any solution at all they are proposing without Biafran question will fail. In other words, that Biafra must be on the table. In fact, it will be the first one, right? He went further to say, he has proposed that empowering a Biafran state could be a key part of the solution, could be a key part to the solution. Phares outlined his suggestions in a post on X, formerly Twitter, proposing two solutions for Nigerian security challenges. He is proposing two solutions. Now, let's see the solutions he is proposing, right? Northern Nigeria and Plateau State, that is North and Middle Belt, form a strong counter-jihadist coalition of moderate Muslims and Christians to combat groups like Boko Haram and ISWAP. So he is, proposing to Trump that for the northern Nigeria, that he should form a strong counter-jihadist coalition of moderate Muslims and Christians so that they can combat Boko Haram and ISWAP. Right? So the second one he proposed is Southern Nigeria, Biafran region. Empower and support a Biafran state, which he suggested could host U.S. military facilities and bases to deter jihadist threats. Now, for the southern part, he is proposing to Trump to please empower and support Biafran state so that they can host U.S. military facilities. Of course, right now, I don't think, there is no US base in Nigeria. So Dr. Walid is telling Trump to please empower and support Biafran state. And when this state comes, they can host US military facilities. And from there, the US armies can counter this jihadist threat. Right? So let's look at the final part. He went further to say, let me zoom it a bit so you can see it. He went further to say, he has also advised the Trump administration to consider supporting Biafran's exit from Nigeria to protect Christians and U.S. investment in the region. Walid Phares is a Lebanese Christian American, and his view on the conflict are reportedly influenced by his family's experience with jihadist violence in Lebanon. You see? His view, why he is always against this jihadist, is because of the experience that his family has had with these, violent jihadist members in Lebanon, right? So finally, he said, these comments have generated significant debates online, especially among Biafran supporters who see the recognition of an independent Biafran state as the only path to peace and safety for Christians in the region. Right? So it has generated a lot of, comments. A lot of people has been saying a lot of things. Yes, Biafran state is the only, creating a Biafran state is the only solution to make peace or to bring peace in the region. Now, my question is, do you support what this man said? Because over time, we've seen a lot of people say, okay, some are proposing let's divide Nigeria into two. One for the Muslim country, one a Muslim country, one a Christian country, right? Now, Dr. Walid is saying, okay, let's do it like this. The Biafran state and, the other state for the strong, for Muslims actually, then a group will be created to counter those Boko Haram and ISWAP. That is what he is suggesting. However, some people are also suggesting that Nigeria should be divided as many as possible. For instance, we have the Niger Delta group, we have the Middle Belt, we have the Oduduwa, we have the Arewa, we have so many groups coming out. Let them be on their own. That is what some people are suggesting. So I ask you now, watching me, which one do you suggest? To divide Nigeria into two, the Muslim country and the Christian country, to divide Nigeria into two, where we have Biafra and some in the north, in them, they just find a way to, form a group to counter the jihadists they are facing, or do you support dividing Nigeria into 5, 6 or more states? Which one do you support? But left for me, because I will say my opinion too, I will suggest, or for me, the best way is dividing Nigeria into many parts. So that, there is a popular saying in Igbo, oh yes, if you don't do it like that, in the nearest future, you will start seeing agitation again. Oh yes, if you join these Biafrans with some of these Niger Delta militants now, maybe in the nearest future now, in 10 years, 15 years or 20 years, they will begin to cry, oh, you are selling our oil, this one and that. So the best way is to give them their own, let them manage it, and whatever they get, let them use it. That is my own personal opinion. So I don't know for you. Do well to drop your own comment in the comment section what to think about this. Then now, I'm going to allow you to also listen to what, an Australian economist said about this. And also I'm going to allow you also to hear what people are saying about this. So please do well to drop your comment in the comment section, and if this is your first time coming across my video on my channel, please do well to subscribe. All right, please listen to them.
Jan speaking about ex-Nigeria and about freedom for Biafra and about the end to the prosecution of Christians in Nigeria. I was yesterday at a conference in the Austrian Parliament led by our Austrian parliamentarian Gudrun Kugler. She is a very strong advocate for the end of the prosecution of Christians, and I hope she will be appointed the EU Special Envoy, and it will strike tear in the hearts of the Nigerian genocidal regime, which is killing Christians by the day. By the day. Yesterday also the Hungarian state minister against the prosecution of Christians, Mr. Tristan Abazai, he was here in Vienna and I had the honor to talk to him, and he shared terrible facts about the atrocities committed by the Islamists against the Christians in Nigeria. And of course, you know, they are stopping short to call for the independence for Biafra, which I do endorse that. But definitely he is very positive. And I asked him how we can stop this atrocity by freezing all EU funding, freezing all EU trade with Nigeria, and of course boycotting Nigerian products, and basically freezing the relationship with Nigeria as a genocidal state against Christians, because it's one of the worst situations in the world, similar to Syria and North Korea, where Christians are prosecuted by our enemy regimes, by the hostiles. It's always the hostiles. They take the Christians as hostage, and they torture them and they kill them and massacre them. And Nigeria, in my view, is a clear candidate for ex-Nigeria, and this should be our policy. But first of all, we have to cut EU funding, we have to cut EU trade, boycott Nigeria. It's a hostile state, it's a Russian, Chinese ally, it's a BRICS member or candidate, and definitely it should pay the price.
No joy in this country. Let them split it. That's all. That's only the solution.
They should split her.
The country has been messed up from the grassroots to the end. There is no amount of a cent coming to this country which will make the country to be as perfect, because the country has already been messed up.
Yes, the only solution to this country now is to split it.
So how many?
3 places. Yoruba go, Hausa go, Igbos go.
So looking at Nigeria, is it just 3 ethnics or tribes that we have?
3 major tribes we have in this.
They are major, but they are different ethnics.
Of course. But these 3 now, they can hear themselves by their language. That's why I mean that.
I can tell you, that's not like if Yorubas have. There are different Yoruba, but they are all Yorubas. While under Yorubas, like if you go to places like Kwara State, Niger State, we have different, should I say, ethnics from that place, like Nupe, Batunu, all these people. And if you go to Niger State, we have all these Takpa, different Kanuris, Jaws, different. So they are not just Hausas. So now if Nigeria divide, don't you think like the other ethnics or tribe in the country will also be agitating for freedom? So how many countries do you think is going to come from Nigeria itself? So what do you say about unity? The major problem of this country, is it the leadership, or everybody just want like, let's divide the country and the 3 tribes just go their own way?
In this country now, this country has no one mind again. You understand? Yes, sir. So the only thing will solve our problem is to split it 3, because these 3, each side have almost one culture. They can understand themselves, and this country is too big for one person to control. You understand?
Okay, let me come in now. Like, are you from Igbo? Igbo?
Yes.
Which part of Igbo?
I'm from Imo State.
Okay. There's one thing I did of recent, like, it was a Ikore man who would never say he's an Igbo man. Even right now in South where we have Ikore, we never say they are Igbo. So that's why I'm saying that. Don't you think there would be Ikore will agree to go with Biafra?
Okay, maybe during the wartime you are yet born.
Yes.
Yes, we participated. We fought with Ikore, fought with us that time, which is some of them rescued their life from our side.
But if the other Ikwere I spoke with, they disagreed that they were being manipulated, and they manipulate them and their people were killed. So if I don't want to say everything, on here right now. So what I'm saying that several tribe people from Delta State, do you think like people like all these Delta Warri will say they are Biafra as well, or Edo State, which is south, they will say they are Biafra?
Okay, let me come in. When you come for the three major tribes in this country, when the Ikure man say he's not Igbo man, which tribe did he for? Is it Yoruba or Hausa?
They said they are from Edo State.
No, where them fall, that is where I want them to let know.
We can categorize
them fall at Igbo. You understand? So for them to say they are not Igbos, it's a big mistake. They mislead them. Their elders did not tell them the truth. Many of Ikwerians are from Imo State. You understand? So there is no how they can deny it. Even when one governor said that he's from Bendel, somebody replied, say you should go and find where you come from. Yeah. And at that time, he went to the place and said, my brothers again. So, what are we talking about? Who is cheating who?
But even the governor of Rivers State said Ikwerians are not Igbo.
From your mouth, I said one governor.
It's something I've seen from a reliable source. Yes, from a reliable source. So, he said they are not Igbo. That Amechi was trying to sell them out to Igbo, that they are not from Igbo. Like Ikwere is different. So we said that to say, let's just leave tribe and this thing alone. And what message I'm trying to convey, like, don't you think this is our unity? Nigeria, they sweet like this. The reason what with the major challenge we're having is the leaders. Like we don't have to manage resource. Don't you think if Nigeria we have a good leader to manage the resource and you are happy, you can do your business. You know there's no too much taxation. Your business is going well. Will you be agitating for this division?
The only thing I will say in this point is that for Nigeria now, nobody, because our leaders have messed everything up.
So it's the leadership problem now, sir?
Yes, leadership problem.
Leadership and the way the economy of the country is. That's why. And tribe feel like they're being marginalized. So, but if everybody is brought into the system, we sit down, we negotiate, and like they release Nnamdi Kanu, things will subside. And maybe P2B should come in right now. Don't you think that it will lead to the thing will subside?
You know, for me in particular, whoever that will come and redeem Nigeria like before, no matter where that person come from, that's the person we need. Okay? So, but problem is that our people don't want to change. Even our leaders who say that they want to free and fair election, are they practicing it? Are they practicing it? They are just saying it orally, but in their mind, they are doing another thing. So now, if a father deceives his son, whatever happened to that son, it is the father causing it. You understand? As at 1960, 60s, 50s, this country was so sweet. So sweet. But this time around, because they have put their mind in money, money laundering.
Everybody is after his own pocket, what he can gain.
So the masses are suffering. It's not their yes, it's not their business.
So no joy, did they?
No joy.
You want the country divided.
Look at the mechanics here. No job, no nothing. Look at other people business paralyzed. Nobody, even other people are crying. You see, so now no joy in this country. Let them split it. That's all. That's only the solution.
They should split them.
A pragmatism and a personify. In all ramification, if you go to Nnamdi Kanu, they don't have him twice in the Igbo land. It's a separate entity. God sent.
What is the message for the federal government concerning his case?
My message to federal government, they should know that if you hold something that belongs to a little kid, if you hold it up, when your hand pains you, you will bring it back. No amount of detail, no amount of delay, no amount of anything manipulation, they will hinder what God said. When it is appointed time, Nnamdi Kanu will come with victorious. Are you getting me? No,
Biafra land will be
restored. It will be restored. It will be restored.
Assuming now we now have like a good governance in Nigerians, you know, and things is well, probably, you know, P2B coming, P2B, so and Nigeria economy is booming. Will you still be agitating for this Biafra?
Let me tell you, it's equivalent to a new wine in old bottle. The country has been messed up from the grassroots to the end. There is no amount of a cent coming to this country which will make the country to be as perfect, because the country has already been messed up.
Nigerians will not let the Biafra people go, then NATO bombs are the only alternative. America must liberate Biafra. We have not created the global systems that we also respect all religions, that few, you know, Islamic terrorists can kill the Christians like they want and go unpunished. That's not tolerance. That's a total different thing. That's tyranny. If you allow the majority or some extremists to kill Christians who are not protected, that's not respect for the global south. That's tyranny of the few terrorists who then go on and kill on the rampage people of our faith. And that we cannot allow. And we have protected. By the way, let's not mix it up. It's not about religion. We have protected the Kosovo Albanians. They are 95% Muslims, and we will protect the Biafra Christians who are Christians, and you know, they have deserved as human beings our support, and they have not deserved to be killed, and they have not deserved to be genocided. Nobody has in the world, and they must be protected like we protect the Ukrainians, the Kosovo Albanians, the Biafra Christians. And that's very logical. If you think about it, Fellinger doctrine is absolutely logically and consistent, and I call for independence of Biafra Republic, and also for the EU to support this independence, and to say very clearly to the Nigerian authority, either it's a free federal Nigeria or there will be a Yugoslavian scenario. And this is what I actually recommend, because now all the 7 countries who came out of Yugoslavia live much better than this failed, terrible terror state Yugoslavia ever was. And it was a terror state, and it was a failed state, and it never worked, and it's much better if it doesn't exist anymore. And by the way, remove all the Tito monuments, the Tito schools, the Tito high schools from Macedonia, Montenegro, Bosnia, where they are still around, if you want to join the European Union, because no Tito in the European Union, that is absolutely impossible. It was a disaster, failed state, and nobody who somehow loves Tito can join the European Union, to be very clear. And here we are now. I wish you a happy Independence Day, and the fight for freedom continues, for Biafra freedom. Absolutely, let's celebrate the free world, and the free world is with you, free people of Biafra, and we should help you, and we will. Thanks a lot. This is Günther Fellinger-Jahn speaking here from Vienna. Please subscribe at my YouTube and my other pages, which I have now on my X account, and it's I think I have listed all of them now, and it's many of them. And if you also can buy a t-shirt for Free Biafra, which we presented yesterday in Vienna, I'm also very happy, and thanks a lot, and for freedom of Biafra. All the best.
The freedom of Biafra. All of us.
Does that chicken? Just 1 minute, guys.
Oh, very good. Perfect. Freedom for Biafra.
Freedom for Biafra.
Yes.
Freedom for
Nigeria.
Ex-Nigeria. Freedom for Biafra. Freedom for Biafra. Yes. Freedom for the United States of Biafra. Yes. Biafra has come. Biafra is here, and no man born of a woman can stop us. Never. We are unmovable. We are unshakable. Never. We are the great people of true children of God Almighty. God Almighty have raised men and women, lions and lionesses, fearless men and women, those who are ready to sacrifice them, to make sure that this freedom and the emancipation of Africa is here. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra. God bless Austria. God bless all all the freedom of this world. God bless all the lovers of freedom. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
From Austria, we are calling for freedom for Biafra.
Freedom. Freedom.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Oh yes, this Austria man is in fact is a good man. He used to try to make sure that the voice of Biafra is being heard all over the world, and he makes sure that in fact he campaigned very very well to make sure that Trump and other global power hear the voice of Biafra and for them to have their own freedom. He's a very nice man, and we pray may God protect him and may he receive everything he's looking for in this life. So going down to the issue, to the man that proposed to Donald Trump about the definite solution to this insecurity that is ravaging Nigeria, both north, south, and west. He said that he should try all his best to create Biafran nation so that the American can have a base and also to counter terrorism in the north. That is a very nice solution to say. So what is there is that the U.S. government, Donald Trump, and his congressmen is a very nice move to consider, because this issue of Biafran every day and Nigerian also every day, it is something that the world needs to listen to and they look into why the Igbo, why they are crying, saying that they want to leave, and also the issue of the West, the West, the North, the Middle Belt, the Cold North, which is the men Sultan of Sokoto, Borno, Katsina, all those far north that is practicing Sharia, and also that say that they will never leave their Sharia to any group or to anybody in this life. So Nigeria have a lot of problem, and whenever you look into it, you will be confused, and you must start from somewhere to work in it. If you don't start from somewhere, after you work, after everything, you go back 2-3 days, there will still be another big problem that will erupt. So in fact, it's a lot. Going down to the issue of those that the journalists were asking questions about what and what that they consider about this nation. The solution, I would say, the best way it is to try to divide it into 4: the North, the Middle Belt, the West, and the East. So everybody that calls himself or herself a South, that name South, it is what Nigerians use to divide the people of the Eastern region. It is what they use to divide the people of the Igbo. They know that there is something like South. That South is just they use it to carve Igbo inside of their own brothers, so that whenever they want to speak or whenever they want to shake their body, so that the other group will now tell you we are not part. Just like this state you are seeing, creating states by states. Somebody that is from Imo will tell you that he's not a brother to somebody that is from Anambra. Somebody that is from Ebonyi will tell that he's not a brother to somebody that is from Abia. So in some certain area, division all over. But when they have a zone, that is each zone, like Eastern zone, Western, and the Northern. So all those zones have unity, have one mind, and they control themselves with one accord. And then this type of division were not there. It is after the war when Gowon and the British now saw the kind of power the Eastern region have, then they now try to divide everybody, so that whenever they think of coming together, they should not, in fact, there will not be any way to come back again to challenge the federal. So that is why they divide everybody, for everyone to stay and claim that the other people is your enemy, which is not truth. The Igbo is not the enemy of the South. and the South is not the enemy of the Southeast. All those say is just a way of divide and rule, and the best solution is unity. When the South and the Southeast come together, even though the Southern Protectorate coming together, it will even fight the cold North that used to claim that they are the supreme power of everything. Just like for throughout last week, if you are following us in our updates and our video, you'll be seeing we are giving you back to back how this country is being built with Sharia and other things. That's no any Christian constitution that is being opposed in Nigeria, but almost all of them is being used Sharia. So the North, the Muslim, they believe that they own Nigeria and you cannot do anything apart from them. That is why you see Christians don't have mouth. No matter whatever you do as a Christian, you don't have a say. So that is why they can come in and take away your land, destroy your property, take away everything you have, and the government will not do anything because they have the right above you. In fact, it's a lot. And I would like to hear your comment about what do you think about the whole thing happening in Nigeria. Like, subscribe, and make sure you share it to go around. Let others see what is really going on in the country. We say thank you for watching.